All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Hello, guys. Hello, guys. Hello, guys. Hello, guys. Hello, guys. Good afternoon. I'm sure we can hear me. Right. Um, welcome, welcome, welcome to today's live stream. Everybody, welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, so just give me a minute, please. I'm receiving so many notifications right now, so I want to just quickly do my best to block as many of those notifications out as possible. Um, yeah, I think that should do it. All right, all right, all right. So for those of us who are on the stream, all right, just give us a few more minutes, right? Um, this will just allow us to accommodate a few more people to join us, all right? So we won't have an issue of, having to go back, all right, for any reason. Okay, so just give me a minute. Let's see. So whilst you're just waiting, all right, just relax, all right. Um, we'll be kicking off soon, like I said earlier. All right, we'll just give up a little more time for people to join in. All right, and then we won't need to wait for anyone, and then we can just fly straight into what we want to look at today. All right, so I have some interesting things to show us. All right. For those of us who are actively trading, all right, I'm sure you must have seen that there was news release just about a few minutes ago. All right. I think that was about 1:30 or so. All right. And then you should have seen the sort of, crazy drop, sort of, all right, crazy drop on gold. All right. So just give us a little bit more. We'll be starting off and kicking off very, very soon. Very, very soon. All right, so whilst we wait, just going to quickly look at a few more commodities. All right. If you have any commodities you love for us to look at together, please do or do feel free to drop them in the chat box. Personally, I do not really feel like I have much to share. All right, as it relates to commodities, I don't think I have many commodities to talk about today. All right, so good afternoon. Is anyone here, Mr. Sumba? Yes, we are here in flesh, blood, and all of those things. We are well here. All right, so don't worry, you're not missing right now, or you've not misplaced yet. So don't worry. Okay, wonderful. Oh, we've seen that. Okay, okay. So again, if you have any commodities you want us to look at together, just feel free to drop them in the chat box, and uh, we'll do our all to look at them together. Oh, amazing! Isn't this amazing? All right, this is already 2:08. All right, so I don't think we need to wait any longer. All right, I have some pending setups that I would love to share with us, and it already looks like we've even missed one of them. All right, so let's just go straight into what we have for today. All right, so hello guys, welcome to today's weekly live stream session with EasyFX Academy. All right, the main reason why we have these um streams, all right, or this stream specifically, all right, is because we believe that closer to the end of the week, like today, all right, Thursday, Friday, all the shenanigans that want to happen in the market, especially when it's not an NFP week, right, should have happened, right? And we also then believe that since all of those shenanigans, quote unquote, all right, have happened, you might be wanting and feeling like, oh, there are some few pips for me to still catch in the market. And you're always right. No matter when you open the chart, you should always be able to catch something. All right. Now, though this will depend on the type of strategy that you're using or how exactly you interpret what you see on the charts. However, all of that being said, all right, the main reason why we have these streams, all right, because we believe that we should be able, or we will be able to share insightful and profitable trade ideas to you that you'll be able to use in order to scoop up that little bit of more profit before the end of the week. All right. So for those of you who you want to take your babe out for weekend, you want to go shopping with your babe for weekend, and all of those wonderful things, we are here for you. We got you. We got you. You feel me? All right. So we're here to cook together. All right. So the market is giving us ingredients. All right. And we're taking all of those to the kitchen to give up something that we can actually eat. All right. So I hope that is clear. Anyway, that was just the preamble. All right, so let's quickly look at gold together. Let's quickly look at gold together. Sincerely, I do not have much, or basically, I do not have anything for gold. Reason being that I would not, I am, and I'm not that type of person. All right, I would always give, and for now at least, I will always give reasons to buy on gold. Right, so I'm not a type of person that would see an overall trend being bullish. All right, and then I'll be giving, a bearish sort of trade. All right, I'm very careful. I'm very cautious about that. So that being said, ooh, what a very interesting move going on gold right now, right? So let's see, let's look at gold together. All right, I want to see if we will be able to join in for the buy on gold. So you're seeing that gold is currently bleeding heavily, quite heavily actually. All right, so let's see if we can look at one or two things, all right, that we might be able to then play up or play with on gold. So just give me a few minutes. You see me drawing up some lines. All right. Just trust that I am, I'm not playing. I trust that we're looking for how we're going to get in, all right, and make some profit also off of gold, right? So just give me a minute. Give me a minute. Um, does it work? I'm saying this. Is this a thing? Yes, it is a thing. All right, so let me just have this here right now. So it seems, yeah, this is a thing. All right, so okay, that might act as liquidity. Okay, I've seen an interesting place. Let's confirm that from our line charts. Is it? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yeah. Clean as possible. Yeah, so okay, so this is still far off. Alternatively, we could use this one here, but sometimes when you see some things on the chart that look very, very tempting, you have to be very cautious. When I was younger, there was this thing that they taught us that the most beautiful things are usually the most poisonous. I don't know if that is still a true thing. I think it's still something that still applies till today, but yeah, we are very, very cautious. Fatai Adewumi, GU analysis definitely will be going into GBP USD very soon. All right, so we just want to quickly look at gold together. All right, I don't have any previous thing that I've done on gold. That's why I'm just trying to quickly drop one or two and get a proper move or a proper expectation for gold. All right, so what I'm currently seeing on gold is that we should still be expecting gold to drop. All right, currently you can see that gold has broken below this trend line, and I think we might be able to still get in on this trade for a sell, a possible sell, but very good. So I can still see a very, very interesting possibility for a sell from here. However, one thing I would advise, all right, is take this very cautiously. This is a very, very risky thing to do. The reason being that this will be counter trend trading. What does that mean? Overall trend is bullish. We are trading on a bearish sentiment in an overall bullish trend, right? So that would be very, very risky, you understand? And I would advise for us to exercise proper caution with that. All right, so that being said, I think we might still get to see a retest of this region here, of this pivot region, and then price should come a bit lower. All right, knowing fully well that we have a trend line around here, that price will probably be coming to come and clear liquidity from our trend line liquidity, right? So that being said, I think that's very possible for us to have on gold. All right, so for me, this will be a trade that I'll be watching out for right now. All right, my entry will be here. My stop loss will be here. All right, so this should be about at least the 1 ratio, sorry, about a 1:2 or 1:3 sort of trade. All right, I'm not looking for much. I'm not greedy. I'm very cutesy, very demure. You understand? So yeah, this is about 1:3.5. All right, so this is what I'm currently seeing on gold. And now, one thing I usually emphasize on a lot of times, all right, is the fact that even though I have seen a setup, all right, your setup could be good, all right. If you miss your entry, there's an issue there. So I have what we call entry points, and then we have things that we refer to as the entry criteria. So the entry points basically are, this is where I want to enter for a buy, this is where I want to enter for a sell. However, your entry criteria is a different case entirely. Your entry criteria is just basically defining what exactly should I see before entering this trade. What exactly confirms that, oh, this is a trade that will play out or that should play out. All right, so this is it for me right now. One of the major things that I love to use, all right, from personal experience, especially for what I see gold doing right now, is a simple break and retest. What does that mean? I want to still see gold come back into this point, or I retest this point, and then we get to see a sell off from that point, right? So that's what I'm currently looking out for to happen off of gold. Is that clear? All right. So I will not be jumping into this trade when I just see that price comes here. No. So I want to see number one, price to get into that zone. All right. So let me just give us the coordinates exactly. My entry will be around 2668.03, right? My stop loss will be around 2673.08, and my take profit will be around 2650.12. Now, this is counter trend trading, so please do well to practice proper risk management and be very, very, very cautious on this. All right. So I want to see now if I get to see a proper rejection from here. So for many people, you might want to watch out for a rejection sort of candle, maybe what they call it, a hammer or an inverted hammer, whatever it is. And that will be on the lower time frame. This is on 15 minutes. So I might want to see that maybe on the 5 minutes, on the 3 minutes time frame. All right, that is one. Or some people might want to see an engulfing candle. So a bearish engulfing candle, formation. All right, will tell me that truthfully we will get to see a sell off from here. So I will not just be flying heads into this trade because I've seen that price has come here. No. All right, I won't be doing that. All right, so and exactly look at this now. I'm just even noticing this on the lower time frame. Right, so this is the current previous resistance here that is currently acting as a form of support here. You can see that price has actually given us a fair bit of reaction from there towards the upside. So I think we might get to see a sell continuation off of gold very soon. All right, like I said, I am very, very cautious. and I want to see that proper rejection. So possibly after this current candle closes, and just on the 5 minute time frame, which will be in about 3 minutes time. All right. Once I see that candle close, then definitely if I see that it closes with a maybe as a very, very strong inverted armor, all right, then I might be tempted a lot more to enter for a sell off of gold, and I'll just write that sell as far down as around the 2650.12. I hope that is clear for gold. I really want to take too much time on this. Quickly, let's look at GBP USD that Mr. Fatai, yes, Mr. Fatai Adeomi requested for. And if you are going strictly by what you see when it comes to correlation, all right, you should be able to see some level of correlation between what we just said on gold and what we are about to see on GBP USD, going strictly by correlation. However, I want you to know that correlation doesn't necessarily work every single time. All right. So because, for example, because your name is Fatai Adeomi, imagine you had a twin brother that was maybe Alaba Adeomi, for example, right? It doesn't necessarily mean that because you guys have the same, last names that everybody will just act the same way, right? So because we have GBP USD and XAU USD, it doesn't mean that both of them will act the same way. However, we believe that we will see some level of similarities between those two. So quickly, I think we might get to see the same thing off of off of GBP USD. I think we might get to see a sell. All right. For me, I want to look at this guy here. All right. So just give me a minute. I'm going to quickly mark up something. All right. This candle here would have provided us with a better entry or our best entry. This long rejection candle that you can see will have been a very, very good entry. But I'm guessing that around the time, yeah, we're not even started the stream when that happened. So we might not get to see, we might not be able to use that candle rather. All right, so then quickly check something on the 1 hour time frame. All right, very interesting, very, very interesting. I think we can mark this guy up. Let me go back to the 15 minutes time frame. So again, if you have any commodities you'd love for us to look at together, please feel free to drop them in the chat section and we will look at them together. All right, so this is currently GBP USD that we're looking at, and I'm just trying to find, okay, all right, equal lows here. Okay, I'm just trying to find something that we can work with for a trade, something good enough that we can work with for a trade. All right, I think the gold trade is actually already moving. I just have to quickly check my charts. All right, so I think with what we can see here, wonderful, the gold trade is already moving. All right, so we'll come back to that. I think it's going to hit our TP quite soon. For GBP USD, I think we're going to still see the same thing. For me, I don't want to be I don't want you to jump into this trade anyhow. All right, what I'm currently seeing is that GBP USD might still be willing to drop as far towards the downside, or at least towards this end. That'll be around 1.33341, 1.33341. All right, but I want to be very, very cautious and I want to be very, very careful as usual. We might get to see a simple break, a simple retest of this region also. So this is on the 15 minutes. So let's go down to the 5 or 3 minutes and confirm. So currently, what I want to see preferably is a break below. Oh yeah, a break below this region, or at this point, this is around 1.33524. So I want to see a candle close below there. All right, then if I get to see a candle close below there, I can simply use this. Let me go down to the 3 minutes to confirm. Yes, so I can simply use this previous low. All right, so again, you can see that I'm giving you entry point, and I'm also talking about entry criteria. All right, so I can simply use this previous high as my top stop loss point, and then I'll take my trade maybe up to this point. So a simple 1:2 trade. Like I said before, I am not greedy. I'm not looking for too much. All right, so a simple 1:2 trade basically. I want to be very, very cautious with this. However, I've seen that price has already given me a fair bit of rejection from this point, so I'm very, very cautious. All right, but I think it's still possible. All right, this point could then act as a point for us to have a sweep of liquidity or an inducement, however you want to see it, and then we might get to see price pushing further towards the downside on GBP USD. All right, so I hope that is clear on GBP USD. Like I said, I'm trying my best to rush up because I have some other things that I want us to still look at. Bemi Michael, Euro USD. Yes, definitely we'll look at Euro USD. So quickly before we get there, this is the chart of GBP JPY. Oh, wonderful. My internet is shanking me right now. I have a trade actually for a buy off of GBP JPY that I have drawn up. All right, but currently my internet is trying to tell me that's not so loud. This is GBP USD. GJ, why are you not loading? Okay. All right, so this is GBP JPY. All right, I'm currently looking at. Excuse me. So this GBP JPY I'm currently looking at. Let me quickly fine tune what I have here. Yes, that works perfectly well. Right, that works perfectly well. So I'm doing my best. Euro USD. Only you, Gbemi Michael. Only you asked for two commodities. No problem. Ma Stokesa. All right. So I'm currently seeing a very good buy on for GEP JPY. Now, this buy is something that I'm looking at to last for quite some time. All right. Now, what this means is that this is not a simple scalp. All right. I hope that we'll get to see the fruition of this sell during the course of this week. All right. You can see from what I have on my chart right now. What I'm currently seeing is a 1:6 trade off of GEP JPY for a buy. All right, so my preferred entry, all right, sorry, give me a minute. Baby Michael, only you, three commodities. Just say you want us to check everything that has USD. All right, that's just a joke anyway. All that's all right, that being said, so I'm currently seeing a buy off of GEP JPY. And I'm watching out for that buy to last as far as 195.245, 195.245. My stop loss, which I already had earlier, was around 192.772. So I'm very sure, and I'm looking at it right now, that we are going to see GBP JPY continue in its buy. All right. So what that means for you is that for you might want to enter for a buy now. All right. And if at all that entry now might be a bit risky for you, what you can then do, all right, could be for you to actually wait for a simple break and retest, like I said earlier, of this point, or you might want to even wait for a break and retest of this high around here. Sorry, let me quickly confirm something. I'm seeing another thing now. I want to just make sure. Yes. So you might want to wait for a break and retest of this point around here. All right, I'm very sorry that my chart is looking a bit messy. I'm going to do my best to clean it up right now so you understand a bit better. All right, but this is what I'm saying right now. I guess we can remove this one for the meantime. All right, so this is what I'm watching out for right now on GBP USD, on GBP JPY rather. All right, and then we get to see a push towards the upside. I'm just realizing I've been speaking quite quickly for the last few minutes, so I'm a bit short of breath. Sorry. All right, so this is what I'm currently watching out for on GBP JPY. All right, so a simple buy towards the upside, or we've got to see that price has given us a good enough rejection. All right, and we've seen a job-based rally formation already from a pivot region, showing us that there's every possibility for price to want to be pushed up by that demand. Right, so I want to see price keep on its movement up, 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 and away up to that end. So for this trade, I want to hold this trade as far up as I think I gave the coordinates earlier, but let me just quickly give them again. You might want to hold this trade as far up as 195.245, and if you're taking your stop loss, if you're entering this trade right now, your stop loss can simply be around 192.772, 192.772. So I hope that is clear for GBP JPY. Quickly, let me see. All right, so we're seeing some level of consolidation on gold right now. I had to quickly cross-check with what I had on my phone because I was already. I am. Sorry, give me a minute. All right, so I've actually been on a gold buy for a couple of days now, and I'm just trying to do my best to cross-check. All right, so but currently on my account, I'm on a gold buy and I'm on a gold sell. All right, so I entered the sell just now. I've been on the buy for quite some time now. I'm going to be closing out very soon by the looks of things. But all the same, yeah. So let's just look at how all of those play out. Sorry, give me a minute. I want to quickly hook up my second screen. All right, so I'll be able to see things a little bit better. Wonderful. Oh, sorry about that. I think my my screen will be looking a bit wobbly right now. Like I said, I just hooked up my second screen. So just give me a minute. I'm going to rectify that in a few minutes time now. Apologies for that. Please just hold on for a few more minutes. I'm going to get that fixed. That works. All right, so I believe that my screen should be looking a bit better now. Give me a minute. Yes, I believe you should be able to see what I have on my chart a bit better now. All right, so for me, I think I'm going to be closing off my buy. I'm going to be closing from my buy. I'm going to leave my sell positions open for a while longer before I close them also. All right, so that's it for all of those ones. Let me quickly check. I think you asked for Euro USD. You are not seeing my cursor. Can you see it right now? Can you see my cursor right now? All right, so I hope that should be clear right now. So yeah, that's what I am currently seeing on GBP All right, that's what I'm currently seeing on GBP Quickly, let's look at I think you asked for NZD USD, AUD USD, and Euro USD. So let's quickly rush those three. Quickly, let's start from AU, then we'll go to EU, and then we'll do NU. All right, so for AUD USD, like I said, you're basically going to see a level of correlation between what we said on gold and the rest of them. All right, so this current buy I'm seeing right now is looking very, very interesting. Yeah, so for me, I'm already out of any for most of my trades of the day anyway. All right, so this AUD USD, and I think for what I can see right now, let me quickly go up to a larger time frame. All right, so quickly inspect what we have there. Oh, wonderful! It didn't even get back. Oh yeah. Okay. Give me a minute, please. Let's look at this guy together and see if we might be able to put up any trades either today or tomorrow. So I'm very sure that this is the pivot region. Let me go down to the 30 minutes time frame. Patai, sorry, Bemi Michael, can I enter GBP JPY right now? What I said previously was that if you wanted to, sure. But however, for me, I think that's why I was talking about the fact that we have, oh, my internet has done its thing again. That's what I was saying earlier, that we have, okay, it's back now. We have entry points and then we have entry criteria. So whilst you can enter for a buy on GBP JPY right now, which is going to be fine, for me, I'm a more conservative trader, so I would prefer to see that price breaks above this point, comes back to test into this region, then I'll enter for a buy. I'm very sure you can see that on my screen right now, right? So that's what I'm going to be watching out for off of GBP JPY before entering for a buy. However, depending on your risk appetite, you can enter for a buy now. Your stop loss can just be below the previous low, all right? And for me, I'm using 192.772, and then you can just leave it. It's something I'm looking at for, that will last for quite some time between today and tomorrow. I am not sure that GBP JPY is going to get to my current TP region before the week end of the week. All right, so I hope that is clear. With me, Michael. All right, quickly let me go back to AUD/USD, on which we're trying to spy on, right? So, let's see. All right, so I'm just going to give you something simple on AUD/USD. If you have been joining us for our previous live streams, I think one thing that you might have known by now, you should know by now, is that I am very big on simple things. All right, I love simplicity. All right, and that's one thing that EasyFX Academy is. We pride ourselves on the fact that we can teach the market as simply as possible. We don't believe in too many complex things. If you want to be taught something complex, we can teach you something complex. All right, but all the same, we believe in simplicity. There's power in simplicity. All right, so that being said, this is what I'm currently seeing of AUD USD. Give me a minute, please. All right, so for AUD USD, I am currently seeing that AUD USD should still rise. I'm very sure that this was a pivot region on the lower time frame where we are currently seeing rejections from. Yes, this was a pivot region. Let's confirm that on our line charts. Yes, this was a pivot region on our line chart. So all the reactions that we are currently seeing off of AUD USD are actually reactions from this pivot region around here, pushing price towards the upside. And I believe that we might still get to see price to move towards the upside a little bit more. So for me, what I then might be able to say, or what we might be watching out for on AUD/USD, I'll give you two scenarios, and I'll tell you the entry reasons or the entry points, and then I'll give you the entry criteria for those two trades. All right, so this is scenario one. Now go down to the 15 minutes. Scenario one. Currently, what we're seeing is that price is currently ranging. What do I mean? This whole point. All right, we're not seeing any definite higher high or higher lows, right? What we're currently seeing is that price is ranging. Now, what that means for us is that since we are seeing that price is ranging, we might be able to capitalize on that range. How can we do that? Very simple. So let's go down to the 5 minutes or maybe even the 3-minute time frame. But let's stop on the 5 for now. And we'll be sure what I'm currently seeing off of AUD USD rather. We might as well get a. So I think I have to slow down because I'm speaking so fast. Don't worry. So you might as well get a buy. All right. And like I said, I'm very, very big on a break and retest. I'm extremely big on the break and retest. One thing that you can also use, and this is something I'll just put out there, right? One thing you can work on, when it comes to your entry criteria is using lower time frame confirmations. So if you're doing your analysis on the 4-hour time frame, on the 2-hour time frame, on the 1-hour time frame, or even the daily time frame, you can come down to the lower time frame like the 15 or the 5 minutes or even the 3 minutes to find your entry criteria. So for you on the lower time frame, your entry criteria might be things like a break of double break of structure, you might be waiting for a break of a trend line, whatever it is, maybe a break and retest of a trend line. All right. So there are many things that you might be watching out for, on the lower time frames to capitalize on, all right, as entry criteria for your trades. That way you'll be able to minimize your risk and then still have, the same profit margin that you were looking out for when we were looking at when you're making that analysis rather on the higher time frames, right? So quickly, this one I'm watching out for on ADUSD, a break above this current consolidation right now. All right, then a retest, and then we get to see a buy from there. So I think for me, this region here could be used. Let me see if we have a pivot around there that will make things a lot more sure. Let me see on the 3 minutes time frame. I cannot see until the 3 minutes time frame. So this is a bit more risky, but all the same. Now this will be a this is going to be a 3-minute trade. So this is something that in the deck in about 30 minutes. Can we check DXY? Fataya deal with me. Yes, we can check DXY in a bit. Though not all brokers. I think some brokers don't allow people to trade DXY. I've very forgotten which broker I saw that on. I don't know. I think XNES. Is it XNES? Sorry, I think maybe it's FBS, but that allows people to trade. So this is like 1:2 or so. 1:2.62. So this is a very, very short scalp on ADUSD for a buy. Or my entry will be, my entry will be 0.68890. My stop loss 0.68845. My take profit 0.69008. All right, knowing full well that my entry criteria again is a simple break and retest of that point, right? And we're currently seeing a consolidation off of ADUSD. Quickly, let's look at Euro USD also. Euro USD. So we just have Euro USD, NZD USD, and then we'll look at DXY and think we can call it a session after that. Oh, EU. So I tried this analysis last week and I sincerely think I forgot about it. Thankfully, it played out well. So give me a minute. Trying to see what we're currently seeing on Euro USD again, something similar to what we even just saw on AD USD. All right, I think that price point is still giving us some form of that consolidation. Yes, 15 minutes. Can we see that? No. Okay, so Euro USD is a bit more defined. All right, so we can then just mark out. Sorry about that. So we can then just mark out some of these points here. This was support here. Price. So again, I think we're just going to use the same thing that we just saw off of Euro USD, off of ADUSD rather, for Euro USD. Now this is a very, very solid order block, right? That is here. All right, you can see that this is the last candle that came before we got to see that impulsive candle. All right, and you can see that there was a very huge imbalance left behind. The lazy programmer, is it a must you trade news? No, it is not a must to trade news. In fact, what we are doing right now, we are not trading news. All right, it is not a must to trade news. In fact, okay, so let me. I'll try my best to do two things together. I mean, is it a must for a forex trader to trade news before he or she is profitable? No, it is definitely not a must. It is definitely not a must. All right, so I'm going to do my best to be doing this analysis and be explaining my reasons. I hope my brain would allow me to couple those two things together. All right, so forgive me. I'm seeing this guy here because I'm currently seeing a fair enough bit of rejection. All right, from there, I don't think that rejection is going to mean anything. So to answer your question, the lazy programmer, is it a must to trade news? No. Is it a must for you to trade news before you be profitable? No. All right, what happens during news is that there is a higher amount of volatility in the market. All right, what that means is that there are sharper moves in the market. There are crazier moves in the market. The same way, for example, if me and you say both are running right now, right? If if you're going to run a 100-meter race, it is very, very sure that there is no possibility for me to win that race, because the boat is going to gap me by a large amount, right? That just shows that Usain Bolt has enough strength, all right? And what some people like to do is that they want to trade for shorter times and still make good money. So some people just want to enter the market right now, make money right now, and close off for the day right now. You understand? Just on that, let me just press buy now. The next minute, I've made $1,000 billion, whatever it is, and then they close out. That is the Mr. Tsumba. I always have problem with your name, all right? But we've actually done Euro USD. Sorry, we are doing Euro USD right now, rather. We'll continue on that. So, back to your question, the lazy programmer, right? So, what usually happens is that a lot of people want to just quickly enter that trade, make up their money, and then run away with their profits. Is it bad? No. Is it the best? I'm not in the position to tell you whether it is the best or not. Is it good? It is not. It's not necessarily good. It's not necessarily bad. It's basically something just in the middle. All right. But what is important is that know the way that you trade. Have your own strategy. Have your own way you interpret the charts, and then work based off of that. We know that from the basics of forex trading, right? There are three major ways that you can analyze. Right. There's the sentiment. All right. There's the fundamental, and then there is the technical. Right. So most people that trade news are fundamental traders. Right. Those who focus majorly on news. They focus majorly on things like fundamentals, and some of them add a little bit of the technical aspects to it, right? So for some of them, they might just analyze the chart of DXY and then just range and just guess and okay, this is what could happen. Just analyze and have that on ground. However, you do not need to trade news to be profitable. All right, but of course, as one who trades news once in a while, all right, I can tell you that yes, the allure of trading news is very, very sweet. The sweet possibility of you pressing buy right now, and in the next few minutes you have already made $1,000. It is very, very beautiful. However, it is very, very risky also, because as much as you can make $1,000 immediately on that trade during the news release, you can also lose that money easily on that trade during the news release. So I hope that answers your question. The lazy programmer, it is not a must for you to trade news to be a profitable trader. All right, I know many guys that are non-news traders that are very profitable, strictly technical guys, strictly technical trading. Once in a while they get up on news, but they get up on news for the fun of it. All right, for the fun of it. All right. In fact, many of them trade news as a form of content, so post so that they will see something that will be very, very interesting to post on their social media accounts. All right. So that being said, quickly let's go back. I know we've taken up quite some time answering that question. For Euro USD, you can say that Euro USD rather. Forgive me, English. Yes, USD is currently dropping. All right, so I want to see what price does when it gets to this previous resistance here. Can you see that this was a resistance here, right? So I want to see what price does when it gets there. But I think if we get to see a good enough rejection from there, if I get to see a good enough rejection from this point, I might be tempted to enter for a buy on Euro USD. Yeah, I'll be tempted to enter for a buy on Euro USD. Let me quickly confirm that from the higher time frame, because currently on the higher time frames, I'm seeing that Euro USD is still buying. But I think overall we're still on quite a bullish trend on Euro USD. So for me, I'll be looking for more buys or more reasons to buy, all right, on Euro USD than reasons to sell. All right, so let me see if we can fine-tune what we have right now. I am feeling sincerely that we are going to see a buy very soon off of Euro USD from where we are. I just want to confirm using any pivot points available. Currently, I cannot find a proper pivot point. So I want to see what happens. All right. Very good. You can see that immediately price got towards this region, all right, which was the previous support here or previous resistance here. See that there was a fair bit of a rejection. So I want to see if this candle closes bullish or bearish and where this candle closes. All right, so what this means is that if I get to that this candle closes below this point, all right, and it closes bullish, so if it closes below this point, all right, bearish, then it's very likely that we might actually get to see price continue towards the downside for a sell on Euro USD, and we might get to see that last for this long, as far down as here. That's around 1.11264. However, if I get to that once this candle closes, like this on the 5 minutes, so that will be in about 4 minutes, I think 4 minutes 17 seconds. All right, so I'm basically just interpreting what I can see the candles telling me, which is what you just be seeing. That's what I'm saying. I want to see what the candle does. Right? So if I get to that this candle closes bullish and it closes above this point, right, then it will give me that vibe. All right, that it's very possible for us to actually have a buy continuation off of Euro USD. Or another scenario would be for us to get to see the candle close off as a doji. What does a doji mean? Let me just give you a simple schematic for a doji, or what you might expect for a doji. Something towards this end. Forgive my drawing. I'm not good at drawing, whether in real life or even when I have tools to help me. My drawing is bad. Yes. So this type of candle that we refer to as a doji, something that looks like a plus sign, all right, or maybe like a cross. So if I get to that they have a doji there, then I'll be anticipating for that to then give us a a drop based rally sort of thing. Currently, what I'm currently seeing on EURUSD is quite bearish. All right, I want to see what this candle just closes out. So I'm just going to basically wait for this candle to close out. So this is what I'll just tell you for those of you that are looking for EURUSD right now. Mr. Sumba, weighing out for EURUSD. Baby Michael, right? So please just watch out for what this candle on the 5 minute tells you. All right. So if you see this candle close bearish below this point, it's very possible that you still get to see USD continuous drop. All right. However, if you get to that this candle closes above this region, all right, and it's bullish, then definitely I think it will be very, very good for you to enter for a buy. All right, your stop loss can easily be this previous low here. That'll be around 1.11368, and then your take profit can just be let me see. Very good. Your take profit, which is wow, that'll be a long move. All right, so let me look for a very, very conservative take profit for us to use to capitalize on. Your take profit can just be here. Good. All right, so I hope this is clear. So I'm just currently watching out for what this candle that is currently being made, what it tells me. If I get to see that it closes bullish or even as a doji candle above this region, then definitely it will be telling me that it'd be like, say, I am ready for a buy. All right, and I'll be taking my buy around here. All right, after the candle close, my stop loss will be 1.11368, and my take profit will be as far up as here. All right, why would I be saying that? Very, very simple. Why I'll be saying that is because I'm seeing that there is a large, or there's a very, very good amount of imbalance left behind here for price to want to come back to recover. All right, so I think I found something else. So let me just quickly redefine what I said earlier. For this trade, if you're entering for this buy, all right, your TP1 will be around 1.117